Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's continue our hands-on session. In the previous tutorial, we have created the calculator service. We have implemented all the four operation. Now it's time to test this. Before we jump in, I want to give a shout out to all the amazing viewers. Your comment and supports have been incredible and it keeps me inspired to create the content that's valuable for you. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out our deep dives into the world of TIBCO and beyond. And hey, if you have got any questions as we go through this, or there is a specific TIBCO topic you want me to cover in future videos, drop a comment below. I love hearing from you, and your feedback shapes the content on this channel. All right, enough talking. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of TIBCO BusinessWorks. Grab your virtual notebook and let's dive right in. So let's get started. Let's put this application on debug. Now let's click on debug option. So to test this application, you need a like some API testing tool. Like I will be using the Postman. I have already, created one collection in my Postman and I have added all the four operations. You have to write one command on your console, which is L endpoints. So when you write this command, it will give you an endpoint URL. So you have to copy that URL and all the SOAP, operation are post. This is the URL which I have pasted. So this is my request which I will be sending. So you will see this is a generic SOAP request and you will see it is having the header and a body, and in the body we are passing the operation details. So I am invoking the this divide operation and I am passing input A as 100 and input B as also 100, so my expected output will be 1. So let me click on send. So as soon as I click on send, you will see like I got back the response, and in the response I am getting the divide result as 1, which is my desired output. So yep. So let's test the other operations. Multiply. Let me click on send. So I am passing 10 and 10, so my output is 100, which we have implemented in our operation. Then we have subtract, so I'm passing 100 and 100, so my result should be 0. Yeah, the same I am getting. And then I have this addition method. I am passing 100 and 100 and the output I am getting, which is 200. So yeah, guys, so we have tested, all the four operations, and in the debug option, you can see the job details, like what was getting sent to the, consumer application. So first one was the divide. So in the divide, we are sending the output, sending the result as 1. And second one was the multiply, it is 100. In the debug configuration job data, you will see everything. Same with the addition. Addition is 200 because we have passed 100 and 100. So this is, the one way of testing. And so there is one thing, we have created a service, but how the client will know, like the consumer application, how that consumer application will know how to, send the request, and how to, what is the namespace of the request, what is the operation name and all. So, we have to, share some details with them. Ways like, application communicates with each other. So the consumer application needs to, get this details. Someone needs to share those details. So, we have discussed about abstract and concrete visual. So, we have to share the concrete visual to the consumer application. Let's first see how can we generate a concrete whistle. So I'm going back to my process, and I'm going in the bindings. I think I have already shown you this. We haven't explored this option, but yeah, we have this, generate concrete whistle within the bindings. As soon as I click on this, let's wait. Okay. Before even this, let's create one consumer application. So I'm going to click on new, and let's create one more application as a test calculator service. This is my one more application which is going to test my, calculator service application. Now let's go to this, where we were generating the concrete visual. So let me, select this tester service descriptor for the WSDL generation. I'm going to click on next. So, there it is giving me two option like embed the abstract WSDL and embed schema. So if I untick those, so it will, I have to share multiple files with the consumer application. But default, we have this check mark. So what will happen? So in a single WSDL, it will have all the schemas details and all the transport details which is needed for you know to invoke this calculator service application. So I'm going to click on finish. So this concrete WSDL got generated. I haven't done any naming convention or something. So this is the concrete WSDL generated by calculator bindings. I have this process. So let's add one timer process to this. As you know, like I have already explained, this is the service and this is a resource. So this application will be invoking the calculator service. So for this application, the calculator is a resource, it needs the calculator service as a resource. So what I am going to do, I am going to do a drag and drop of this visual on the right hand and I'm going to click on create reference. It has created all the four references. Now let's configure its this reference properties and all. So the name of this reference is a calculator service, and the reference type is not the process reference, it's the binding reference. As soon as I click on binding reference, it is also giving me an option for binding. Now let's click on binding and click on this add binding option and click on this soap bindings. It is now added, it has all the four operation. Now we have to, add one HTTP client. For this service, we have created the HTTP connector, but for resource, we need a HTTP client. So let's create one. So, I have clicked on this three dot and there is a, create shared resource option. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to, name this as calculator resource. I'm going to click on finish. So yeah, so this got created. So this service is running on 8080. So I have, updated the port for this. And over here, I can choose this property of host name. Let's invoke all the operation. Subtract, multiply, divide. Now let's configure the input parameters for this. Let's pass 100 and 100 and divide. Let's pass 100 and then 100. Multiply, let's pass 10 and 10. Subtract, let's pass 200 and then 100. So our tester application, is complete. So, this is what we will be invoking. We are invoking all the four together. So also, what I am suggesting, let's add one sleep activity. Why? Because, as both are on the same workspace, I think, the application, this calculator service application will need some time to get initialized. So I have put a sleep of 1000 milliseconds. So right now I have put both the, service application, basically the producer application and the consumer application, like I am trying to put both in the debug mode in the same workspace. So as soon as, so both are up and it has waited for some time, you can see all are in successful. So the test calculator, invoked and it invoke all the four operation of this calculator service. And you can see all the four were, invoked in this. So the first one is add, second one is divide, and the third one is, subtract, and the fourth one is multiply. So this is how, multiple application interact and share data within themselves. So yeah, that is all for today, guys. Thank you and have a great day.